Hi, this is Adhis Boucha, the new money mama. I am often asked, Adhis, how did you get started with what you're doing? How did you start your company? How did you get over that fear moving forward? Because I have these ideas, I have these businesses that I want to implement, but there's like something stopping me. I'm just so nervous, too scared to do it. How do you get over that? The secret to getting over it is to do it. You got to just make a choice. Am I going to be a speaker? Am I going to be a businesswoman? Am I going to be a teacher, a leader? Once you make that choice, then you must take the first step. Now, I totally understand that that first step is the most challenging. In high school, I took a military class where we studied military sciences and history and uniforms and so forth. One of our field trips was to a local university, and the activity was rappelling. Now, rappelling means that you are at the top of a structure or a mountain, and you're attached to a rope, and then you climb down, or you leap down, or you bounce off, but you're attached to a rope as you're climbing or descending from the structure. So at this university, it was a tall tower. I had never been rappelling, but I was excited to do it. So as I was climbing up the tower, I was excited, but the higher I got, a new emotion showed up besides excitement. So I was excited here, but then I had like a little queasy feeling in my tummy. You know that feeling when you're in line for a roller coaster and you're excited, but the closer you get to your turn, your tummy starts to speak a little more. Well, it was that feeling. Now, if you haven't been rappelling before, they attach you to a rope that is being controlled as far as like the rate of falling by somebody on the ground. And in order to come off the structure, you actually get to the edge, you look down this tall tower structure, and you see that the ground has suddenly gotten further away. Because I know I didn't climb that high, but the ground is very far away, and then you have to turn your back to it and lean into nothing. You've got to lean into the air, going completely against your natural instincts to stay safe and to stay on a stable surface. So as I was on this experience, I was leaning back. Well, actually, let me tell you that it took me a while to make the decision to lean back. Not just for me, but for other students present. Some of us spend a little more time on there just like, okay, am I ready to lean into the open air? Who knows how many feet over the ground? When I got to the point, I leaned back. My stomach is freaking out. My mind is freaking out. But once I got stable, where I was parallel to the ground, my body's parallel to the ground, and I'm holding on to this rope, I felt less fear because I felt some sense of control. My body had stopped from falling. Well, so I bounced down this wall. I enjoyed the descent. And when I got to the ground, I was like, whoa, that was scary. That was so much fun. Let's do it again. And I rushed back up to the tower to do it again. Now, did I still feel that queasy feeling the second time? Yeah, I felt it every single time that I went up to the tower. But you know what? The more I did it, the less influence my queasiness had over my desire. See, what is the dream that you want to start living now? What is the venture you want to try out? What is the idea you want to implement? You just do it. The way to get over the fear is to just feel it and do it. And the more times you do it, the less influence or power fear has over you. Now, does it ever go away completely? No, not for most people. But it has little influence on your decision on whether or not to move forward. I know you've got awesome ideas. I know you have an awesome vision for your life. And I also know that you're scared and you're feeling nervous. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. And you tell your mind and your body who's the boss. You are. This is Adhis Boucha, the new money mama, reminding you that life is rich. And so are you.